Good morning. Week 7 lockdown. Monday 10:30 live shibashi coming from Holcombe from our garden room. We've got sunshine trying to come out now, so let's see who joins us. As you can see, Andy's been busy t-shirting, which you're going to see in reverse, but I think most people can read in a mirror image anyway. So yeah, knees behind toes, although it looks backwards on here. And we also have on the back, swivel round, 70% effort. So it's the two things I'm always screaming at you. Knees behind toes, 70% effort. Hi Ellie, hi Jean. Nice to see you this morning. What I'm going to do for the next 3 classes, shibashi actually means 18 movements, and we have 18 movements in our set. I'm going to do the first 6 today in a bit more detail, and then the shibashi set. And then on Thursday night I'll do the second set. So we'll do today we'll do from commence through to rowing a boat. Then on Thursday we're going to do holding a ball through to playing with waves. And then we'll do spreading wings through to press palms on next Monday. Why did I wave at you then? I don't know why you waved at me. Hi Paul. Hope you're having a go at this with those little dogs helping you. Oh, I can imagine them. Hi Carrie. Hi, nice to see you. So yeah, we're going to do warm up, the first 6 moves in a little bit more detail so people can concentrate on just those first 6 moves. Then we'll do the full set. Then on Thursday we'll do the second lot of 6 moves in more detail. And next Monday we'll do the last lot. So I'm hoping that a lot of you can remember 6 moves. You can probably remember 6 things. I was thinking about breaking it down further, but I think we'll get a bit bored if we do that. So we'll go 3 6s. So shibashi, 18 movements. And we'll get back out in the garden probably later this afternoon. We've just been doing so much gardening. So it's all going to look fabulous in a couple of weeks' time. Once we get to the end of May, and we can start putting things out properly. Hi Jane, nice to see you. Right, less waffle. Let's get up and get started. I know you're all dying and eager to go. Hi Sue. Okay, warming up. Feet facing forwards, about hip bone distance apart. And you're just going to turn the head from right to left. One side to the other. So the head straight on the spine, nicely balanced, and we're just turning to stretch out either side. Then we're going to drop the chin and rotate through the front from one side over to the other side. So we're doing like a half circle round with the neck. If you do feel you need to stretch the neck back at all, never do it unsupported. Put your hands behind the back of the bottom of the base of your head into the neck, so you're just where the head joins into the neck, and then stretch backwards, supporting that neck, and bring it forwards. So interlink those fingers and just stretch the neck back. It's important we do this supported, because you can cause yourself problems just flinging your head back. We'll do one more stretching back. And then dropping the arms down. So we're going to keep the head fixed and central, so your gaze is forward, the head's not going to move. We're going to look up, look down, look left, and then right. Up, down, left and right. Up, down, left and right. Tense those shoulders up and let them go. Tense both shoulders up and let them go. Then one shoulder, tense it up, let it go. Other shoulder up, let it go. One more each side. Just to try and loosen up the shoulders a little bit. Before we start with the right arm, we're going to circle the whole arm forwards. As always, as big a circle as you can manage, but never so that it hurts. Then take the arm back, circling around. Then changing arms, we're going to take the arm forward in a big circle. Just try and loosen up those shoulder blades and take it back. Then hands to the front of the shoulders, so they're coming in here. I'm going to take the elbow forwards and round. And then taking it back. And changing arms, going forward with the elbow leading the way. And taking it back. And drop the arms to the sides. We're going to stretch through the sides of the body, so we're going to push up with the right hand. Straighten the arm if you can, looking up that arm and pushing down, reaching down with the left. So we're stretching both sides of the body long. And then changing arms, so reaching up to the sky, pushing down to the ground. Try and make sure you don't shorten the side of the body. We're not bending at all, we're just reaching up to lengthen the sides. One more each side. Reach up and a stretch down. And the other side, looking up, the long arm to the sky. Drop the arms, we're going to stretch across the chest, so we're going to take the right arm out long, point the finger, pull back across the chest like you've got a bow and arrow, looking down that long arm. Try and make sure you keep the shoulder down and relaxed. Changing sides, so pointing out and pulling back, stretching across the chest and the upper back. One more to each side, so pulling back, stretching, and keep that shoulder tone. And the other side, stretching out. Then we're going to take the arms out in front, interlink the fingers. Gonna get it the right way round. Yeah. Bring the hands up. Step back so you can see, so the palms are facing outwards away from you, and we're just going to pull the head to the hands, gently bending the elbows, straightening the arms, and then the hands come down to tap the head. So wherever you can get to with this, if you need to bring the hands forward to tap the forehead, if you can, nice and straight up, tap the crown of the head, stretching up, then dropping the arms. I'm going to swing them around the torso, so swinging the arms round, bring the hand up to touch the front of those shoulders. Nice brisk swing, let momentum take over. And then arms are coming out to the front, so we're keeping the elbows soft and the wrists soft. We're just going to circle the hands in, loosening up the wrists a little bit, and then back out the other way. make 2 fists and we'll circle both fists in. Feel like there's changes in the wrist joint, and then take them back out, circling out with the wrists. And keep the hands still, stretch those fingers out as wide as you possibly can, and then back into fists. Big stretch out with the fingers, back into fists. Do one more, stretching out, and then the fist. Take the right hand, turn it palm up, and gently pull back on those fingers to stretch out through the arm. If you can get the arm straight, fab, but don't force this. Stretching out the inner wrist, and then we'll change hands, so palm up and pulling back. And heels of the hands going into the lower back, onto the kidney wiping, pushing down and out, pushing down and out. On your kidneys, not your kids' knees, pushing down, warming up the lower back, moving those shoulders some more. And then dropping the arms, we're just going to circle the waist. Circling one way and back the other way. Now I have had feedback through that this warm-up, just the 10 minutes or so warm-up, has been being used as a pre-gardening warm-up. So feel free, take any bits that you need to, don't have to do it all. Down to the knees, give the knees a good rub, in and around the knee joints. If you're used to not doing anything, then if you think about it, any bits you remember or pick out or decide to fit in is going to be a bonus, so it's all good. Okay, if your knees are sound, then fingertips on the knees. If they're not, just keep rubbing them. Fingertips on the knees, we're going to circle both knees in. And then circle them out. Try and keep the feet flat to the floor if you can. And then fingers on the knees, we're going to look up to the right, back through the middle, up to the left. Through the centre to the right, centre to the left. One more each side. Then straightening back up, we're going to heel tap to the front. So we're going to bring the leg up and tap it with the opposite hand. So tapping the heel to the front. Heel tapping, front, and then heel tapping to the back. So wherever you can reach, you might get one foot you can touch, the other one you can't. So you're probably a lot closer than it feels like. Heel tapping, and then bringing the feet back down, making sure they're facing forwards. We're going to lift the heel up and circle the ankle round, keeping the ball joints of the feet on the ground, just circling that ankle. Try and get a bit of mobility there. And then back the other way, circling the ankle. Also working the hip. Drop the heel, lift the other heel up and circle that ankle round one way and back the other way. Dropping the heel, going to take the right foot about half a foot forward and just lift and lower the toes. Slowly lifting and lowering. Very gentle calf stretch. And then turning the foot to the side, lifting and lowering the toes. And then then stepping back, we'll do the same with the other foot. Lift and lower the toes. And turning the foot to the side to lift and lower. And stepping back. Last but not least, we'll just march through the feet. So we're going to march on our toes, toes, heels, heels. Outside foot, inside foot, inside foot. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in. Brilliant. Right, it's the warm up done. Well done to anyone who can do the foot marching now without actually looking at your feet, because that's a huge step forwards. So, who else have we got? Oh, doesn't matter, you're a bit late, Sue. Doesn't matter at all. Hi, Dave. Dudley Dave's here. Brilliant. And Claire. Claire's on time. Good marks. Right. We're going to do the first 6 moves. So it's 6 you're going to try and remember. We have got commence, which is the starting move, which is also sometimes referred to as the horse stance. Then we go into broadening one's chest, which follows on really nicely from that. Into dancing with rainbows, which I know a lot of people don't like much because it's really quite shouldery. Although it feels like you're working more in your shoulders, it's actually really, really good for strengthening the back. So, although you might be feeling it higher up, it's probably weakness lower down. So we're going to do dancing with rainbows. We'll do circling arms, which is one of my favourite ones. And then we'll do twist waist swinging arm, which is one I missed out a couple of classes ago. But we will do that one. And then we will do rowing a boat. So that's the first 6 moves, and we're going to look at them in a little bit more detail. So back to our feet. Remember, knees behind toes, 70% effort, everyone. Nothing should hurt at all. There's a big difference between, I'm working that, than an ouch. We don't want any ouches. If you get as far as an ouch, you push yourself too far. So, feet are facing forwards. We're starting in Wuji. So Wuji is our start and finish position. And it's just a chance to relax, slow the breathing, check through the body. So for Wuji, feet facing forwards, knees very slightly relaxed and bent, pelvis tipping forward a little bit. We're going to get that breathing going, so we're taking a full breath in and the stomach's expanding. Then as we breathe out, we're going to contract from the pelvic floor up through the bottom, through all the stomach muscles, until you finally empty the air out of your lungs. Arms are to the side, hands facing the side of the thighs, a little bit of a gap so you've got an open arm, shoulders relaxed and down, chin's nice and relaxed. You're not dipping your head forwards and you're not throwing it back. We've got a golden thread just pulling you a tiny bit taller through the crown of the head. And just take 2 or 3 long breaths in and out. So Wuji is our state of nothingness, releasing all tension, making sure we're not holding any of the muscles tight. You can close your hands, close your eyes if it helps you. Slow that breathing down. Then we're going to step out to commence. So stepping out to at least shoulder width apart, feet facing forwards. And have soft knees to start. Going to bring the hands to the front of the thighs. And as we breathe in, we straighten up through the legs, bringing the hands up. And then we breathe out as we drop the hands. Now I'm going to move side on so you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. So as we breathe in, the hands coming up, and then we breathe out. can imagine you've got two balloons of air under those hands as they're coming up. They're sat on the top of these balloons. And then as you let the balloons go, the elbows are dragging the weight back down. So it's breathing in, gentle wrists leading the way, and then out. Now the shape you're making in front of you is like a rugby ball. So as you breathe in, the hands come up, they're slightly further away from you, and then they're tipping back towards you as they come back down. So if I do it with one hand, we're going out and up in that oval as we bring the hand back and down. So you're making this beautiful rugby ball shape to the front of the body. Breathing in, straightening up, and out, coming back down. Now you can probably see better from the side. This is why this is also referred to as the horse stance. So a little bit like a slow motion horse rider, jockey. Keeping the arms nice and relaxed, just the weight of the arms moving in space. Now broadening one's chest follows on nicely, so it's the same movement up with the hands, but then they come out and wide on the in-breath, and then they come back to the front and sink on the out-breath. So make sure the hands are nice and relaxed. As you bring these arms back, when they get back, they're still in your peripheral vision here, so you're not throwing them back so your chest pops forward. Breathing out. So an in-breath, it's still those wrists coming up, and then they're coming out to the sides and back. So I'll come back to front on. Make sure the feet are still facing forwards. Breathing in, hands coming out, breathing out, and a slight lower. Keeping that pelvis very gently tipping backwards to keep those knees back behind the toes. So you've done commence, done broadening one's chest. Next move we've got is dancing with rainbows. So we're going to bring the arms up. I'm going over to my right, so I'm sinking into the right knee. I've got one arm open. This arm's got a bend in it here. Move so you can see me. Bend in it here, soft at the wrist, and that hand is like you're balancing an open book, so you're about to read a sermon from it. So we're sinking into that leg. Both feet are still facing forwards. You're turning your head to look at that arm. The other arm has come up and it's above the front of the crown of the head, nice and relaxed. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to keep our eyes glued to that moving hand as we change with the legs until the hand comes above the head. Then we turn the head to the side to look at the other one. I might have to move back because you're not seeing both arms at the same time. So we're over on the left now. So as we breathe out, we're keeping our eyes fixed on that active hand. Change the leg position, and then last turn the head to face the open arm. So breathing in, following the hand with our eyes till we turn it, and breathing out. Breathing in. Now what we want to try and do is get these arms moving, so as soon as you reach the side you're on your way back over. So So you don't reach a stop and are stuck here. You get to the side and then you're flowing back the other way. And that top hand's coming very close to the front of the crown of the head. And once you get in the swing of this, you should really be able to start to feel the energy and the warmth from that hand on your head. And it's this beautiful rainbow shape you're making above your head. So as we get swinging over and back. So this is if you have got tight shoulders, you'll really find this is working you quite hard. So if you can't do more than 6 reps of this, just do 6. If you can only do 2 each side, just do 2 each side. Slowly build it up. So the head's staying straight on the spine. It's only turning from left to right. Okay, now we're going to move to circling arms. So we've got the hands back up above us. We're going to drop them down. Sinking at the knees, crossing at the wrists in front of you. The wrists don't need to touch. I'm going to bring the hands up in front of the face. So we turn the hands to bring them down in a circle. So it's crossing at the wrists with palms facing you. Go up as high as you need to. And breathing out. So if you want to keep this small, so just bring the hands up, turn them, and make a small circle. You're doing this slow and controlled. Breathing in, turning the hands, and out. So make sure those hands are relaxed. You should have slightly curved fingers and a little bit of space between all of them. The wrist is soft and relaxed. Elbows are soft and relaxed. Again, it's those shoulders are getting a nice turning movement. Breathing in and out. And your gaze is forward and very slightly down. So when you're not actually looking at me on the screen, aim for a good couple of meters, about 6 foot in front of you. Breathing in and slightly looking down. From circling arms, we move into swinging arm, twisting waist. So as you bring the hands to the waist, turn the palms to face up. Now I'm going to drop my left arm down. So I push my right arm forward, palm up, so they're going away from me. As the arm drops down, it's an in-breath. You turn in at the waist to bring that arm up and over, like a front crawl move. And then we sink the knees as we breathe out. The hands cross each other, they don't touch, to change sides. Dropping the arm back on the in-breath, bringing it over at ear level if you can, and breathing out. So an in-breath, arm goes up and over, and an out-breath. Those hands are crossing in front of you, about 2 fists away from the body. So as you bring this hand back in, the other one's going out, I'd say about 8 inches, something like that. So it's the twisting of the body, looking back at that arm as it comes up and over and around. Now if you need to make the movement smaller, as you drop the arm, just bring it round in a smaller circle to come forward. And if you're really struggling with one of your arms, just bring the arm back turn the hand to push forward as you build up to it. So instead of the circle, we've got both palms up as they go away. Just bring the hand, drop it down, turn the palm round and push it forward. You'll get the feel of the movement without bringing that shoulder over. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing from side on. So feet facing forwards, soft knees. So it's always easy to start both palms up. I'm going to drop the hand down, reach forward, bring this one up and over, and then pulling back with the front arm, both cross as we twist the other way. Dropping the arm down, in breath up and over, out breath as you push away. Breathing in, and out. Breathing in, and back to face in front. So we've done twist in waist. So that was our 5th move. So the 6th one we're going to do today, if any of you can remember it. Feet flat to the ground, soft knees, and we're going into rowing a boat. So backs of the hands facing backwards as you breathe it in, arms come up, and then you breathe it out. Gentle sink at the knees. Turn the hands, breathing in and out. So remember, you might have missed it in one of the other classes. This is rowing a boat, because the Chinese will stand and face the direction they're rowing. Think about the patterns on your plates, on the willow pattern. The little Chinese guy in his boat stood up. That's what he's doing, he's rowing a boat to the centre of a peaceful lake. Breathing in. That's very tempting on this move to lift the heels. We don't want to do that, so the feet have stayed flat. All of these first 6 moves, your feet haven't changed at all. Again, gaze is forward, very slightly down, but the head's nice and erect. Chin's relaxed. Hands are relaxed. Elbows are relaxed. The arms are never dead straight with this. Okay, so that's our first 6 moves in a little bit more detail. Let's have a look, see who's about. Hi Dee, nice of you to have a watch. Hope you're joining in. Linda, hi Linda. Hi Sue, yeah, later, well, you catch up later. I know, and Debbie, hi Debbie. A lot of people find that the video plays better once it's actually uploaded properly and it's not doing a live, so it's just nice if people pop on and say hi. Makes me feel not quite so daft dancing around in the garden room. So, drinking lots of water. You do. While you're practicing this shibashi, it has the same effect on your body as if you've gone for a fairly briskish walk. So do expect to feel thirsty. If you were walking for best part of an hour, you'd want to drink at the end of it. So yeah, internally it's having the same effect. What else do I need to tell you? Not a lot, I don't think, at the moment. Everything's carrying on here. Yeah, getting plenty of work. That was hard work. Yeah, it is when you're concentrating on just one move in a bit more detail, it certainly does take its toll. So we did commence broadening one's chest, dancing with rainbows, circling arms, twisting waist, swinging arm, or swinging arm, twisting waist, whichever way you like to call it, the swimming move, and rowing a boat. So that's the first 6 moves. So if you can try and practice those in between classes, just concentrating on those 6. If 6 is too much, concentrate on the first 3, and then try and have a go on the second 3. Break it down into chunks of 3, chunks of 6. We are working our brains really hard as well. So I had to break to move my wretched feet as achy after those. Yeah, it stood quite a while. I don't know, Claire, if you did the foot rolling to start, possibly not. If you can get a bit of foot rolling in to start, that should help. If you can, get your ball out and just roll them through before we do this second set. So we're going to do just a 6 breath rep as we would practice at home, hopefully on a daily basis. I know a lot of you, and I'm very much the same myself, you have all good intentions, and unless you're actually tied to a time and a date, which is why I like doing these classes, you don't do it at home. Even if you're not doing the full set at home, just try and practice some of the ankle and feet exercises that I've done before. Just give stuff a wiggle round. Take bits of the warm-up, use for yourself before you're doing anything. If you're doing a lot of crafting, things like that, use the hand section of the warm-up and just stop every now and again. And just bring your hands out and give the wrists a bit of a wiggle and stretch out. Everything's bonus, everything's good, everything's wonderful, and we're going to have a great summer, except we might all be wearing masks going around doing it, who knows. Right, okay, back to our proper set. I do have to talk a little bit more than I'd like to do in this, because otherwise Facebook kind of mutes out the music. If it doesn't hear from me I haven't quite worked out yet, but if every so long, if I go for more than a minute, I think. It tends to think I need copyright. Okay, right, feet facing forwards. Hopefully you've had a roll out, Claire. Going to relax into Wuji. I'll move back a little bit. And we're going to do all 18 movements. Yay. Soft at the knees, slow in the breathing down. Check through the body, got everything relaxed. And I think we'll do a 4 breath set, so we'll slow it down because I know you've worked quite hard on that first practice set. So we'll step out to commence, feet facing forwards, and off we go, breathing in and out. Change, going into broadening one's chest, breathing in and out. change, going into dancing with rainbows for 4 breaths. Breathing in and out. Last one. And change, going to circling arms. Breathing in and out. Now we're going to twist, sway, swinging arm. Breathing in and out. Change, rowing a boat. Breathing in and out. So that's the 6 we practiced. We're now going into holding a ball. So we're reaching across, lifting the heel, breathing in and out. We'll change both hands, feet staying flat, carrying the moon. Breathing out to the centre and breathing into the side. Changing, twist waist, push palm. So it's out breath to push away, in breath to come back. Breathing out and in. Change, playing with clouds. The hand comes up, breathing in, changing to breathe out. Top elbow leading the way. Breathing in and out. Okay, turning to the side, foot's coming slightly forward and out. Scooping C, breathing in and out. changing sides, stepping the foot back, turning out with the other one, going out over that knee, breathing out, breathing in, scooping the sea. Change, stay in this side, playing with waves. Breathing out as you push away, breathing in as you come back. Changing sides, again turning the feet. Changing, spreading wings. The arms come out and wide on the in-breath and breathe out. Changing sides, stepping back, breathing in and out. Back to centre, change, going into punching. So making sure feet are facing forwards. Breathe out and in. Do 2 more of these. Just 4 breaths isn't very much. Then hands to the side, release the fingers. Going to breathe in, coming up onto our toes. And out. Flying like a wild goose. Both hands going to circle like a spinning wheel. Breathing in and out. Change direction, taking a breath in and out. Straightening back up. Bouncing a ball, so we'll do 3 to each leg. Remember, you can heel lift, knee lift, or the full Monty. So we're going to go across, off hand to knee, in breath, out breath. I'll do one more. And then drop in the heels, press palms, breathing in and out. Stepping back. And just relax. Take 2 or 3 long breaths. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Well done, everyone. Give those hands a good rub. Thank you all for joining me. So you can see, you can do more breaths or less breaths to the set as long as we're doing them in the order. You can fit it in if you've got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour. The face a good rub, in and around the face. I usually do 6 or 8 breaths on a set, back of the neck, and then get into the scalp. The scalp a good rub. Oh, that feels good. Okay, tapping down the outside of the arms. Both arms, and then up the insides. Nice firm tap. Down the outside of the legs. Up the insides. And then wipe outside arms, inside arms, outside legs and inside legs. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Grab my water. See who we got. See who's having a moon. Oh, you're a bit late, Jane. Never mind. You can do it a bit later. Nice to see you, though. Yeah, so we'll do Thursday night. We'll concentrate on the next 6 moves in a bit more detail. So we'll do, it'll be a similar format to I've done just now, with a bit of a shorter set at the end. And then next Monday we'll do the last 6 moves. So if you're usually only joining me on Monday, it would pay over the weekend to have a butchers at the Thursday night video, 5 o'clock on Thursday night when I go live then. Have a look at it over the weekend and remind yourself of what you should be doing on the second ones. Oh, thanks, Jane. Yeah. I've run out of things to say now. I'm pooped. It's hard work when you concentrate on the movements, and as well, you kind of don't realise until you get towards the end of it that you think, cool, that was a bit hard, because you're focusing so much on concentration. So, knees behind toes, mirror image. I've got the t-shirts made, but haven't got the technology to film them the right way around. And 70% effort. What else do we know? I have been doing a beginner's yoga class. I did give everybody a bit of a talk about yoga and Pilates and Tai Chi and how they all kind of fit together. So yoga is something I've never really done much of because I find it all a bit spiritual, and that's kind of why I prefer Pilates overall, because it's more scientific, which is kind of how my brain works. But the yoga class I've been doing is a Bath company called Yoga Cave, and it's Cave with a K, so Yoga Cave with a K. They are on Facebook and Instagram. It's Instagram that they're doing their live class on at the moment, and it's 8:30 till 9 o'clock, so it's only half an hour on Friday mornings on Instagram Live. So if anyone's on there, do have a go at it. It's beginners, but it's not for the faint-hearted. The downward dogs and the sun salutations go at quite a well. So yeah, I am really enjoying it. I think half an hour is long enough for me personally. I think if I was doing an hour of it, I'd kind of bottle out. But yeah, it's very fun. I usually can't hear the music very well, so I asked Alexa to play Tiny T music, and she did. Right, wow, that's a top tip from Steph. So if anyone's not seen that pop up, if you can't hear my music, I can't really whack it up too loud, because otherwise you don't hear me. And like I say, Facebook do get a bit ratty about it. So if you've got Alexa, say, Alexa, play Tai Chi music, and see what you get. I know Ange be having a go at that, because she was getting Alexa to switch her lights off and on the other night when I was chatting to her on Zoom. So, yeah, anyone who's got anything like that, give it a go and let us know what you get. You don't have to have Tai Chi music. I just find works the best. I'm sure if you've got some panpipe music or any of these new agey, you don't need too much of a beat, because you'll find you move to the beat too much. But have a go, have a try with anything. You might find you can do this to something really quite unusual. It'd be interesting to hear. Any recommendations? Anyone finds any music that you think I should be checking out, then do let me know. And have a great week. Thanks, I'll hopefully be there on Thursday. Yeah, I'm sure you will, Sue. Very keen new students. I like new keen people. So what I do like is when people think, I'm not going to like this, I'm not going to like this, and all of a sudden they think, hang on a minute, and before you know it, they won't miss their Tai Chi. So, right, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to be back out in the garden this afternoon. Anyone pop in for eggs? We've got a few at the moment, so we're keeping up with demand quite well now. I think the initial rush has been over. Yeah, and I'll see you all on Thursday or sometime after Thursday, and we'll work on the next 6 moves. So have a great week, keep moving, keep rolling those feet out, keep doing the calf heel lifts, so the calf exercises as much as you can do, stretch those muscles out, anything, just try and keep moving. That's the best advice I can give you, because it's so easy to just sit, especially with the drizzly weather we've had. So get doing, get stuff done. I don't think we're going to be on total lockdown for much longer. I know some people will be with their pre-existing conditions, are going to have to be very careful, but there'll be the rest of us running around and keeping you entertained, I'm sure of it. Okay, bye for now, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Bye.